Wait, what was the question?
Do you like ice cream?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't know if I've ever seen you eat or mention ice cream.
It's not a. I mean, when would we have spoken about ice cream?
Just in general. I mean, we've known each other for a hot minute.
Yes. For perhaps half a decade, and we
Half a
have
day.
never spoken about
Never talking about ice cream.
ice cream.
What kind of ice cream do you like?
Chocolate.
Just straight up chocolate?
Done.
Hell yeah.
Chocolat.
I like a good chocolate malt
Mm.
milkshake.
I can,
'Cause
I can see that. Yeah, yeah. That
I'm an
makes
old
sense.
man.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so we do that one. Okay. Me.
Anyway, the reason I
Oh
asked
yes.
is because Bluebell ice cream has a Dr. Pepper float flavor out.
Oh.
And I know how much you love Dr. Pepper.
Interesting.
Yeah.
5,
4,
3,
2,
and 1.
1.
Hello world, here's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue, welcome to the happy hour.
We did it.
Season 7, Episode 1. Who is Mitchell Stevens? I've no goddamn idea.
He's hold on. Fuck, no, god damn it, Twitter. Hold on. He is Mitchell Stevens. He is a Canadian center drafted in 2015 by Tampa, 33rd overall. He is 26.
Even CBS has the story, but the Habs haven't announced it. And this is the mystery thus far. We have a lot to go through, ce soir. However, who is this Steve? How come it hasn't been announced? Am I missing something?
Maybe they're tired.
Am I like, what is the Habs social media team American? Do they have the day off?
Today?
I have no idea.
That is a good question.
I'm
No, because they tweeted earlier. They tweeted today.
yeah, tweeted today about camp.
Paul Byron and the development camp.
That is so bizarre. It's not even on the Habs website, like as an article. So, we're going to delve into the mystery of Mitchell Stevens. Stevens signed a one-year, two-way contract with the Canadiens on Tuesday, per cap friendly, according to CBS. Oh, jeez.
I want to see what he looks like. Let's Google him.
He is going to be a Laval Rocket player. My name is not Mitchell Stevens. I am David Auger at Glaucus123 on Twitter and Metal Dave on Blue Sky. That seems to be the new landing place for people that are sick of Elon Musk being a complete motherfucking idiot.
Yeah. Oh, he's handsome.
I'm joined as always by Beth.
Hello, I'm at HIVERHUIT on Twitter and Blue Sky. Do not follow me anywhere else.
Wait, you're on Blue Sky?
Yeah, I followed you, ma'am, sir.
Oh my god, I gotta
The
double
day
check.
you gave me a code.
Oh,
I mean, if you really want to follow me somewhere else, you can DM me.
all right. Happy Hour will have an account on Blue Sky for people that are migrating over to Blue Sky at some point. We may be the best news place on Blue Sky for the Habs.
Nobody on Blue Sky.
Aside from Habs on the Prize, who have a presence there. And they're not very... They have like 2 followers, which is amazing.
Can you tag people in Blue Sky things? I'm going to tag you.
Yeah. So, we are the Happy Hour. So far on Happy Hour on Twitter. Happy Hour Pod on Instagram, which is low to be updated the past 2 weeks. That's my fault. happyhour.com and youtube.com/happyhour. The NHL draft was last week, and this is going to be the most of what we talk about because we have to talk about our first overall pick, David Reinbacher, who is not Mr. Michkov, which everyone thought that we were going to get because everyone says, "Oh, we have to draft the best player available." I fucking hate that. Because it is the dumbest, smoothest brain take on sports ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Draft for need.
let's take a, well, it's not even, I understand the thing against need, though, too. However, if...
What? There's a third thing?
Yeah, well, I have a thought exercise with this. If, let's just say... in a world that doesn't exist, because this is the world that most people that analyze hockey live in. So I'm going to.
We call that AU.
I'm going to take this it's the multiverse of hockey here. What happens to the Habs, or what happens to any NHL team, is that every time they're at the draft and the best player available happens to be a left winger, and for the next 10 years, every best player available when they draft first is a left winger. In 10 years' time, they have a team of left wingers.
Gay rights.
Does that help? Exactly, gay rights. Absolutely. Like, does that help? Like, how? It's so stupid. It's so goddamn stupid. People were like, oh, the Habs can't score. Oh, no, we got a defenseman. We can't score. Do you know how bad the defense was for the Habs last year?
Bro, that was some...
Like, there's a reason why they were the 5th worst team in shots against.
Yeah.
They were the
This is
5th
Swiss
worst
cheese.
team-ish in goals against. That is defense. No amount of goals gained with a fucking, 5th overall pick in the draft, which isn't going to happen, is going to surmount the goal differential to even get us, like, a skin of our teeth into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Defense first. They're not going to score if they can't get the puck out of the fucking zone. Like, fucking
Precisely.
think, people. Think.
Yeah.
Ah! Touch grass. Kiss your children, for fuck's sake. I don't know what, man.
Ew, don't kiss kids. They're germy.
Fucking
Pat them
cooties.
on the head and then wash your hands.
Fucking cooties, man. So, David Reinbacher,
I'm
though.
vaccinated, actually.
Actually.
Got
So,
my
David
cootie shot
Reinbacher,
several
we're
times.
going to talk about him a little bit, though. Cute as a button motherfucker that he is.
He's so cute.
He is 18 years old from Austria, of all places. Oh my
Hell
god,
yeah.
I cannot believe that they actually mentioned this in the article that I'm reading right now. Reinbacher made Austrian hockey history by tying former Hab Thomas Vanek as the highest drafted player from that country.
Love it. Love
You
it.
remember when Thomas Vanek was a Hab? Oh,
Yes.
and then he didn't do anything in the playoffs.
Nope. No.
That was a
Bless.
boy. And
Bless.
here, talk about blessed. Now the Habs finally have a blue chip, right-handed defenseman, which they have been completely without, even with all the rookies that are up. It's so just the projections for this kid are higher than Cole Caulfield for like a team
Bruh.
for like a team impact. At least when you're talking about Habs prospects. But even so, they're saying that Reinbacher is going to be an elite defenseman. Reinbacher himself says he styles himself after Roman Yossi. Roman Yossi.
Roman
Yossi. Yeah, Roman Yossi. And I say great, because the Habs need one. Because the Habs defense
Refresh
has
wheel.
never recovered from losing Markov.
Never. It's been
Ever.
a long time.
Reinbacher may very well help the power play as well. Finally. And I heard rumors on the Twitter when it worked that he's already signed an entry-level contract with the Habs.
Yes,
But that
there's
also...
rumors.
Yeah, there are
There's
rumors. Warbles also.
Yes. And him signing does not necessarily mean that he's going to play North America this year.
Granted, how the
If
Habs
he-
have been so far with that, I would not be surprised.
No, me either. I'm just saying that people sometimes forget things
Mm.
because the tunnel vision is just laser focused. He could still go back and play in Switzerland.
Yeah,
I think that's where he's been playing.
I think so. Yeah. And
I always want to say, I always say one when I mean the other, between Switzerland and Sweden. Switzerland,
Mm.
because the Alps
Mhm.
connect them,
and that Swiss
as
league,
the Sound of Music teaches us.
yes, and the Swiss league is not anything to the snuff at. It's a
No,
very, very,
no.
very competitive league.
Not a bit.
So
And he's gotten many accolades from people like Daniel Winnick, somebody else. There's somebody else that is involved in where he's playing in Switzerland that have said very good things about him and his play.
motherfuck yeah.
Daniel Winnick, if you don't know him, he was a Capital for
For a good
a
amount of
while.
time. Winnick.
Yeah.
Winnick? Winnick?
Yeah, Winnick, two
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now the other thing though that we have to talk about is how welcomed Reinbacher was by the Habs on social media.
Habs fans.
Habs fans on
Because
social
the
media. I should say.
the team was very happy.
The team was super happy.
Team was super happy. Carey Price was so excited. He got tongue tied. I mean, I do that just speaking regularly.
And I was mistaken because I thought that was part of a joke from back when Price was picked, and I may be getting it wrong now that the TV announcer forgot Price's name.
Oh,
Just called him Carey on TV, and then they went on with the broadcast with something else. And
his name is Carey.
apparently that was fabricated in my head.
Oh,
now-
is his name not? His name is Carey.
Yeah. They forgot Price. They're like Carey,
Oh,
and then they went
okay.
on.
Gotcha.
For those of
I
you
see
that
what you're
didn't watch the
saying
draft, unfortunately, Mr. Price forgot Reinbacher's last name.
now. Which happens. I mean,
Yeah.
Carey Price is not a public speaker figure person. Like, he does it because he has to sometimes. But he's not like he's
Yeah.
very much, I want to do the lights and he wants to work in the costume department kind of thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
I don't-
with
I mean,
that,
it happens to the best of us.
so that happened, and then the online abuse that Reinbacher got on apparently Twitter, but more so apparently on Instagram. Conflicting reports that I heard was that it wasn't as severe as people thought, but I don't know. I'm not Mr. Reinbacher. All that
Yeah.
I do know is that Mr. Cowan, Stephen Cowan, wrote an article about.
Stu. It's Stu Cowan.
I said Mr.
Then you said Steven.
I said Mr. Cowan.
I really thought you said Mr. Cowan, Stephen Cowan.
No, Mr. Cowan.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, Mr. Cowan spoke to a Patricia, who is Suzuki Pizza on the Twitter. And Stu writes thus, quote, one fan, Patricia Neron, was so upset by the negative comments Reinbacher received on social media that she went on Twitter and asked fans to share positive comments that she put together in a notebook. Neron and one of her friends gave the notebook to Reinbacher on Sunday, the first day of development camp. No, that's not right. Sunday? Whatever. And then Reinbacher says, I was reading it through in the hotel, Reinbacher said. It meant a lot to me. It's a big honor for me. The fans taking care of me. They were sending me some nice text messages to get a little bit of motivation, a little bit of a smile on my face. It was really nice. Probably one day, if I find those two girls again, probably give them something back because they treated me well. Thank you for all the fans out there. I got to say thank you for the warm welcome. I really appreciate it. That's from Reinbacher. Kindness
the
goes
other-
further.
The other girl, her name is Bianca. She's at BBXLEHFFORRY on Twitter. If you look at Suzuki Pizza's page, if you want to follow them both, you look at Suzuki Pizza's page, you will see Bianca. But they both worked really hard on this project together. And they are both featured in the videos posted on Twitter, including on the Habs Twitter. Chantal Maccabee facilitated them getting to deliver the notebook personally to him.
That's
was
right.
great.
That's right. And that was during development camp, which was this past
Yeah.
weekend. Happy Canada Day. So at development camp, I was actually lucky enough to go Sunday, and I completely missed the whole event where that happened because I was in the building, and I think I left before it all happened. The media availability happens on the floor overlooking the rink, et cetera, et cetera. Let me tell you something. Ryan Bacher, yeah, he looked good. You want to know who looked really good was Lane Hudson. Holy
Hell yeah.
shit, is he looking good. I know he had a few videos popped up from some other people that were there and the Habs social medias as well. But yeah, he's he looks really,
Did
really
you see
fucking
his
good.
little sound bites that he had?
No, I wasn't able to check all those
He,
out, unfortunately.
His he said he had his growth plates checked this summer. He is 5'9". Officially his growth plates are still open. He said that the 5'10" listed on his page at college he thinks is to intimidate other teams currently. Because he
Perfect.
said he said I'm 5'9". But he's like, I'm still growing, still developing, still have time and space. So
Oh, really? When I was 18 and I was 5'9", I said, yes, I too am still growing. I'm now 5'8".
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You could just grow down. Look, you only grow until you're perfect, and then you don't need to grow anymore. So
I know. God damn
you're
it.
perfect.
So that happened. So draft happened, development camp happened. Qualifying offers were made to players. That includes Alex Newhook, which I don't think we've heard whether or not that worked out. One Rafael Javi Pinar, which did
yeah.
work out.
Yeah, it did.
He got a 2-year contract extension. 1.1 million per year. Good for him. Now a millionaire. Good job, buddy. Jesse Ilonen, didn't hear back on that. Lucas Condata. Oh, Mitchell Stevens. There he is. It was a qualifying offer.
Oh,
Shit, I forgot. Completely missed that. So there it is. As well
but
as
they didn't announce that he accepted it.
yeah. So that's I think the
So,
whole thing.
yeah, still.
Okay. So Mitchell Stevens and also a Nicholas Baudin. Alex Newhook is the one to watch there because that was the big news last week about the Habs bringing in Newhook, a 2016 first rounder, I think, was it? Maybe?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Sure.
We're still here waiting to hear back on qualifying offers. All right, more trade news. Joel Edmondson, out.
Crop Top King.
Yep, Crop Top is out, going to the Capitals for a 3rd and 7th round pick in 2024. Look at that. Goodbye, Joel. Yeah,
Also
it's
a
too bad.
Capital now is Max Pacioretty,
Oh, yeah, Max Patches.
who is going to miss the first half of the season due to another Achilles surgery.
Oh, yeah, that's
I think something like that.
Who, man.
It's a surgery.
Man, good luck, man. I mean, Jesus, Patches? Jesus, right. Jesus Christ. Max Pacioretty is now 34 years old. I don't know how much hockey he's got left in him. Poor guy. Patches.
Patches.
He hasn't played a full season of hockey since 2016.
Jesus Christ.
When I say a full season, I mean 82 games.
Wow, I didn't realize it'd been that long. But
And
yeah.
the last time he played more than 70 games was 2020, which, okay, that makes more sense. But
Okay.
even so,
Still.
I mean, still now. Wow, even so for that, I'm looking at all of his.
Sorry.
So in the NHL, I'm checking something here. Okay, one sec. Okay, he's been in the NHL since 2008, 9. Okay. What would be more fair here? Since 2008. But in 2008, 2010, then he went down to the Bulldogs and that whole drama. If we want to go back into some ancient history. But since starting in the NHL at 2008, he has had 6 seasons where he's played more than 70 games. Since 2008.
Got them glass bones and paper skin.
Yeah. Now, granted, if you go down to more than 60 games, I mean, yeah, that doesn't even add up all that much either. It's crazy. Yeah. No, the guy's it's way too bad. Too bad. Too bad. So sad.
Mm.
Oh, anyway. Now he's a Capital. Two players that are not Capitals, Philippe Mallet and Brady Keeper. Keeper, who is actually a defenseman, were signed to contracts for the club. They'll probably be joining the Laval Rocket going forward.
Yes. Somebody else got signed up for for the Rocket that I was excited about.
Elias Anderson.
Yeah, that he I forget where we got him from, or maybe he was UFA, but a couple years ago he was that Rangers kid that fell during his intro.
Oh, he wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Poor guy.
Good call.
Yeah.
Remembering that though, because I completely forgot.
Poor kid. But I mean relatable. I'm so clumsy.
Yeah. Holy crap. Smogan SE? Is that Saskatchewan? Sweden. Sorry. SE is Sweden, not SW.
Sweden.
Okay, so a Swedish kid. Again, he may be also for the Rocket as well. Selected in the first round. Whoa. First round, 7th overall by the Rangers. Hello.
Oh,
What happened
wow.
to the poor guy? Oh, well. See, it's not guaranteed, folks.
Nope. Can we talk about Florian Jack-Eye just?
Yes. I've been trying to find a freaking list of our draftees, and I haven't been able to for whatever reason. So, okay, that's incredibly important, though. The 4th round for the Habs, the 101st overall pick, Florian Jack-Eye.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Of course, as we all know, he is the brother of Arbor Jack-Eye. Now we have
Yeah.
both Jack-Eyes,
Yes.
or should I say,
There's
the Jack Guys.
the Jack. So I know they also have a sister who is a firefighter. She fights wildfires.
Wow,
Sophia.
maybe she can go to Quebec.
Last I heard, like a couple months ago, she was going to Alberta to fight wildfires there. Then there's also a 4th sibling, but I don't know who
What
they
they
are.
do.
What they do. Yeah,
Wow, it could be almost like the Stahl brothers, but we'll have the
But
Jack-Eye
better.
family. Yeah,
But
so okay,
better.
right. So we should actually talk about yep, David Reinbacher for 5th overall, then 69th overall was a Jacob Fowler, and he's a goalie. Saw him at Dev Camp. Didn't see too much of Fowler though at Dev Camp, since I was just watching the defensive people for Reinbacher. 6'1", good for him. Yeah, Florian, of course. 6'2". Oh, 6.02 actually? Maybe. I don't know.
the 4th sibling is a sister.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Then we have a Bogdan Kolyashkov, Quentin Miller, Sam Harris, Evgeny Volokhin, Philip Erickson, and a Luke Middlestad, whom is
Hey.
the brother of the
Casey
other.
Middles. Is it Casey?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, damn, Middlestad. God damn it.
I think it's Casey. Middlestad.
Was it Casey Middlestad? Yeah, Casey Middlestad. Yeah,
Casey.
yeah, for the Sabres.
I almost
2017.
typed
I
Lucy
think.
instead of Luke. I can't type.
Yep, look at that. Wow, they look sort of alike.
Yeah. I mean, they're brothers. But yeah, they really do look alike.
Jesus. So there it is. Yeah, a lot of families coming up. So there you go. There's
It's
not
a
fun.
family affair.
Ain't that nice? Yeah. So that's the draft, and there we are. But all look is gonna be on Reinbacher essentially.
For sure.
Training camp proper, that has not been announced yet, has it? Like what the actual date is for that?
No, but Reinbacher did say he wants to come back early for rookie camp, to work out with players before rookie camp starts.
Nice.
Yeah, he's dedicated.
Oh yeah. Nope, that was part of the article there where he's saying, "Yep, Montreal's a second home to me now." He says,
Hell yeah.
which is going to make
Yeah,
everyone
buddy.
so happy when he
Happy.
talks about that stuff. I think that's it. That was most of everything that I wanted to talk about. God, what else is there?
What about the PHF? Do we want to talk about that?
The what?
The PHF being bought by the
Oh yes, women's
one-
hockey lives
women's
again.
hockey is being blown up. The fucking A. I always get the acronyms messed up.
I don't know them either.
The
That's how much I
PHF
follow it.
was purchased by the PWHPA, the owners of which have said that all players who were signed to PHF contracts, as recently as this summer, those contracts are voided. Some of them were in North America on visas, on work visas that are now voided, and face deportation. The PHF players also are getting basically second priority to all the spots that are going to be open in the PWHPA league, because they're getting rid of a lot of the teams, because the new owners only want to have 6 teams total. They're getting rid of Boston and Connecticut, which are 2 very popular women's hockey teams. It's really frustrating for women's hockey. Women's hockey struggles anyway for various reasons. The players struggle. A lot of the players have to have other jobs outside of hockey. They don't get to just play hockey. And they have families, they have bills, they have student loans, they have all these other things that they need to take care of. And a lot of them from other countries came to North America to play in order to have more of a chance to play and have a better life for themselves. And now that is threatened because the new season and the draft and whatever they're doing with these new teams, that's not starting, I think, until January. So they're all in limbo until January. And the players, nobody was notified of this ahead of time. They all found out on the internet, on social media. And that's really shitty. So if you care about women's hockey, which you should, because women's hockey is pretty cool. They do really well for themselves, especially in the Olympics. They usually do a lot better than the men. Well, I mean, depends on the country, to be fair, but maybe I'm thinking of soccer. Anyway, they are very fun to watch. If you have not given women's hockey a proper chance, you absolutely should. But definitely I recommend diving into this and reading about it. And I don't know exactly how to support women's hockey, like financially right now, just because of all of the things being up in the air, but definitely do some digging of your own, and see what's going on, and see if there are things you can do to help the players, even if it's just likes, retweets, sharing, whatever. And I'll post some things attached to this episode when we post it about where to find information and things like that.
That's it. That's all the news that we have so far.
Yeah.
Until there's an actual website for the league, until the actual league has a name, because I don't even think we have that yet. But it is slated for January.
Yeah.
So these guys have literally less than 6 months to get that all together now. Because we are more than halfway through 2023, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
And that's it.
That's
Good.
it. Yay. We did it.
We did do it. Oh my god, that's so funny. What else was going on here? I think that's it. I think that's most of everything. Oh, do we talk? Yeah, Drouin out as well. Oh yeah, that's the other thing with the website that's really bugging me right now, because all the news isn't put up on the UFAs. Like, none of the UFA stuff that happened is on the Habs website. Man, God, how the fuck are you supposed to keep track of this stuff if you can't? So ridiculous. So ridiculous. I know. Just keep Cap Friendly on all the time, because they do a better job than everything.
God bless Cap Friendly.
Absolutely freaking crazy.
If you have a spare like $5, you should donate it to Cap
Oh
Friendly.
yeah. If you actually do this sort of stuff, yes.
Yeah, because Cap Friendly is amazing, and I appreciate them wholeheartedly.
Oh yes.
Do they have a donate thing, right? Or do they have like a Venmo? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. They ought to.
Cap Friendly, tell us how to pay you.
Seriously. Okay, yep. I'm just looking at all of them because there was somebody else that we lost through UFA as well. How come I can't?
Belzeal.
Yeah,
He's
Mr.
a
Belzeal.
Ranger.
Yep, that's right. Belzeal's
He's a
out.
Ranger.
Drouin out. So, man, that is one of the biggest follies of Bergevin right there. Losing Sergachev for, trading Sergachev for Drouin and then losing him to the UFA market.
Yeah.
That was some shit right there. I would say that not getting Deneau, not keeping Deneau, and frankly, not finding a proper replacement for Markov. Those three things, probably the worst things that could have transpired with Bergevin. I'm sure there are other things I'm not thinking of right now, but those are the three that stick to my mind right now, at least. Also talking about former Habs, Noah Juleson sticking with Vancouver. He got himself another contract with those guys.
Good for him.
Corey Perry over to Chicago.
Yeah.
Boo. What's going on? Yeah, Patches over to Washington. Dustin Tokarski, Buffalo. How about that? Good old ticker. And whom else?
I saw today that
Jonathan Quick is also now a Ranger.
Oh yeah, he is. He apparently grew up a Rangers fan.
Don't they all?
They have so much cap. It's because I saw all these signings that they did, and I was very confused. But they apparently have like $10 million in cap space, so they're just spending it.
Yeah.
As one does. But the Leafs, who do not have a good goalie tandem that works, are apparently looking to get rid of Matt Murray for the final year of his contract with them.
Hilarious. Speaking of the Leafs, Ryan O'Reilly, and we're already up on our time, so I'll just kind of braze through this.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna bring up something really quick with it. Just give me a moment here. I gotta look this up. Ryan O'Reilly.
It's gonna be worth it.
Said that he didn't want to stay with Toronto.
No.
Offered him time, contract years, and the money he was looking for, and he said, "I'm not staying here."
No. They lost him, their first round pick in this draft, and Noel Acciari. The other guy.
Here's the beauty of all of that right here with that trade. So recall the blockbuster trade that brought Ryan O'Reilly over.
It was a threesome.
It was over to the Leafs. It was a 3-team trade. I'm just going to go through it right now. Whereas the Leafs gave up. Let's see. Their 2023 first round pick, third round pick, a 2024 second round pick, and a 2025 fourth round pick, as well as Adam Gaudette, Mikhail Abramov, and Ryan. And that was it. That's what they gave up. And they got Ryan O'Reilly, the signing rights to Josh Pilar, and Noel Acciari, however you pronounce his name. And Acciari and Ryan O'Reilly didn't stay with them.
They said goodbye. They got what?
That
2 months?
trade happened
3 months?
4 months ago.
4 months of Ryan O'Reilly.
Maybe 5 months ago. And they lost their first round pick. I don't know how people aren't like just burning that down, because that is horrendous. Not only did they only win 1 game in the second round this year for the first time in 20 years, but look, absolutely,
they gave up a lot.
Absolutely fucking bizarre. If that happened to the Habs somehow, whoa.
The Bell Center would be in ashes.
Oh my God. Like, it blows my mind.
Riots.
The St. Louis Blues back in 2018 got Ryan O'Reilly, and they had to trade away Patrick Berglund, Vladimir Sabatka, and Tage Thompson, who is now like a fucking piece of work over in Buffalo, recall now. They gave up a first-round pick for 2019 and a second-round pick in 2021. That first-round pick became Ryan Johnson for Brian Johnson for Buffalo, who also I think is a bit of a player himself now, Mr. Ryan Johnson, and Ben Roger, who I don't know. But like
I don't know.
the asset management, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, how about them apples?
How about that? And they have to sign their top 4 over the next 2 years. They just signed Ryan Reeves, and Max Domi.
And they're already $8 million over the cap right now.
So they got to sign Matthews, Tavares, Nylander, and is it?
No, actually, it's a little different. They have to sign Matthews, Nylander, Bertuzzi now, who they also picked up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's right. But then the year after that, it's Mitch Marner and John Tavares, and it's like,
yeah.
man,
so they've got 5.
that
Big
is
5.
that is the stink of Dubas right there,
bruh.
bruh. That's
Oh,
man.
Lars Eller's now a Penguin.
Oh yeah, Lars Eller is now a Penguin. Okay,
Lars Eller
and that's it.
Anyway, that's it.
That's everything.
That's
Yeah, there it is.
Go to
You know,
Cap Friendly if you want anything else.
all the best luck to David Reinbacher moving
Yes.
forward. It is officially season 7 of the Happy Hour. Thank you for all the listeners that have stuck with us ever since 2018 with
Thank you.
Kotkaniemi.
Hell yeah.
Man, what a freaking weird draft that was. I was just looking at it. Anyway, we'll be back next week.
Yes.
Will we? Yes, we will. We
Yeah.
definitely will. And thanks again. Talk to you all later. Bye.